Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. We're going to start standing today as we go through some of the exercises that we've done before. So for this first one, we're going to take our ball or can, whatever you have handy, and we're going to place it underneath the right foot. So we'll start with the right side first. And then put your heel onto the ball and then just press down and pulse. So if you're on a tin or something very hard, then simply roll forward and back, okay? But if you have a ball, then you can pulse. So this pulsing movement, as we've learned, is what the body likes best. So we're always in a state of expansion and compression, which in the yoga they call the spanda. So it's the movement that underlies all things. And so here, move it now from the heel to the arch of your foot. And just keep this sort of rhythmical movement, knowing that at once you're activating your lymphatic system, but you're also creating space in the fascia for expansion to occur. It's going to relax and have an effect through the whole body. And then to the ball of the foot. Oops. Okay, so either pulsing or rolling, and then all the way up to the toes. You could even sort of curl your toes around the ball if you wanted. And then we'll roll the ball back and forth. Now this will be easier to do because you've done it before. So you can keep the ball under the foot and just roll it. Now the pressure is very slight. And just see where it wants to go. See if you can get the outer edge of the foot, go all the way back to the heel, the inner edge. Okay, so it's quite a light movement here. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then if you feel any point that requires a little bit more attention, then just stay there a little bit more. Super. Okay, and then come back into Tadasana. Inside of the feet parallel to one another. Relax your arms and observe what has happened, what's different between right side and left. You might notice a longer, more relaxed leg on the right, a flatter foot, and then we'll do the same on the other side. So starting by the heel, get your own rhythmic movement here, moving to the arch. Anything that feels good is good in this type of exercise. And then to the ball of your foot, all the way up to the toes, roll the toes around the ball. And then the whole of the foot, so forward and back, slightly less pressure here. Or if you feel you need a little bit of pressure, then just feel free to remain at one point. See if you can get the inner edge of the foot, the outer edge. Okay, notice how it's easier this time than possibly the first time we did this. Okay, so the body has learned, the brain has learned. Okay, super. And then come back, place the ball away. We don't need it anymore. Take a moment here in Tadasana at the front of your mat. Observe both feet broad, present, and there. And then from here, on the inhale, we're going to bring both arms up, interlock the thumbs. Kapalabhati pranayam as the arms come back. So it's a forced exhale here. I'll do the counting. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep inhale, reach through the fingertips all the way up to the sky. And then with bent knees, arms out by your side, drop down towards the earth, fingertips to the earth, long neck, reach through the crown of the head all the way down. Couple of deep breaths here. Notice how the breath wants to enter deeply. And then pushing through your feet, heavy arms start rounding just the thoracic spine. So imagine the bottom of the floating ribs all the way up the 12 vertebrae, chin to chest, shoulders a little bit up close to the ears, and then open your arms up towards the side, interlock your fingers, and again, Kapalabhati, arms reach back on the exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, completely reach up through your fingertips, stretch the whole body away from the earth and down into the earth through the feet. And then with bent knees, arms down by your side, long neck, long head, reach down towards the earth, head towards your knee. And then on the next exhale, the right leg will move back, right hand under the right shoulder, lift your left arm up towards the sky. Super. Okay, come back again, hand comes down, right knee comes down, right shin out towards the right, left leg back and up, left arm up. So lift your leg up a little bit higher if you can, back leg, super. And then left foot to the outside of the right knee, sit towards the left, and then turn towards the left. Okay, remember, it's the transitions here that are important. Come back, left foot comes back, right leg straightens, left foot comes back, bend the left knee, bring the knee up as high as you can towards the back, as high as you can towards the side, as high as you can towards the back, and then place the left knee down. Right knee comes up all the way as high as you can, out to the side as high as you can, out to the back as high as you can, and then place the right knee down. Sit back into child's pose on the tops of your feet. And now round the thoracic spine, chin to chest. And then curve the thoracic spine, chin reaches forward as if you were in a back bend. And then round the thoracic spine, chin to chest. Shoulders come up towards your ears, and then bring your chin forward. Round the thoracic spine, chin to chest, and then bring the chin forward. Super. Come up onto all fours. Place your forearms on the ground. Curl your toes under. Lift your hips up, and then push your hips away from your elbows. Lengthen the elbows away from the shoulders into dolphin pose. Place your left foot slightly towards the center. Right leg rises as high as you can. Right foot comes back. Left leg rises as high as you can. And left foot comes back. Place your knees on the ground, and then lengthen your legs back so that your hips come down, thighs come down, knees come down, tops of the feet down. So we're in Sphinx. Now see if your elbows are really underneath your shoulders. You might want to bring them forward a little bit or a little bit back, depending. And then here, curl your chin to your chest on the exhale, And then lift the hips off the floor all the way down to the knees. So this goes into the deep abdominals. And then on the next inhale, unfurl, chin up. On the next exhale, chin goes down and the whole body peels off the ground. And then one more time, chin comes up on the inhale. Open your chest up, and then on the exhale, you furl into yourself. And then come back into Sphinx pose. Bring your hands back underneath your shoulders. Come up onto all fours. Curl your toes under. Move back into downward facing dog. Knees can be slightly bent. Push away from your hands. Long, long, long arms. And Kapalabhati breath here. So forced exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale completely. And exhale, lengthen the whole body. Eyes come forward. Left leg rises all the way up to the sky. Bend the left knee. Push the left knee up towards the sky. And then the left knee out towards the side. Back towards the sky. And then eyes look forward. Left foot comes forward. Left knee on the right knee on the ground. Take a block under each hand. Lift the right knee off the ground. And here we're going to pulse between a straight left leg. Move your hips back. Keep the left foot on the ground, and the head comes down towards the knee. And then with the back knee staying off the ground, come into a lunge here, chin lifts up. And then back, lengthen the front leg, and then up. Okay, so we're pulsing between the low lunge and Parsvottanasana, so the side body stretch. Super. 2 more times. And then the next time you're forward, bring your knee to the ground, open both arms up towards the sky, eyes come up. And then fingertips to the ground or on the blocks if you wish. Back foot forward, bow down deeply. And then pressing down through your feet, roll the upper body up, shoulders up by your ears, come to standing, arms out by the side, both hands together above your head, and then both hands in front of your heart. Okay, observe right side and left. Okay, already something has happened in the depths of our physical landscape. Arms up towards the sky on the inhale, interlace the thumbs. Kapalabhati breath here, arms come back. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, completely reach through the fingertips. With bent knees, exhale, arms down by your side, head towards the earth, fingertips towards the earth, bow down deeply. Crown of the head comes forward, left leg comes back, left hand under the left shoulder, open the right arm up towards the sky, and then come back, left knee comes down, left shin out towards the left, right arm comes up, right leg comes up and back, and the right arm lifts up. Lift the back leg a little bit higher. And then from here, your eyes come down first, right arm comes down, right foot to the outside of the left knee, and sit towards the left as you turn here towards the right. Same movement, coming back to center, hands on the earth. Back leg comes up and back. Lift the right arm. And then coming back, look where you're going, right foot to the outside of the left knee. Sit towards the left. Remember, posture doesn't really matter here, it's more the transitions that we're interested in. And then lift the back leg up. Right leg up, right arm up. And then both hands to the ground. Straighten the back legs so that your knees are on the ground. And then from here come into a plank position. One leg straightens, then the other. And then bring your knees to the ground. Take your blanket, rolled up blanket, and place it on the mat, about the middle of the mat. We're going to have this on the pelvic crest. So move forward with your pelvis and lay the two pelvic bones in the front onto, so it's not on your belly, but it's really, you might want to move it a little bit further back or forward. Okay, so it's really on the pelvic crest, on the bone. And then hands underneath your shoulders, long back legs, press the tops of the feet into the ground. Come up into cobra, elbows move in towards the body. On the exhale, come down. On the inhale, come up. Notice how the whole upper body has become sort of flexible, and with this assistance, we can come up a little bit higher. One more time. And then come up onto all fours. Lay the blanket to one side. Curl your toes under. Sit back into a high child's pose. Lengthen through the hands. Deep inhale and exhale here. And then up onto all fours and back into downward facing dog. Kapalabhati pranayam here. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale completely. And then exhale, lengthen the body back, lengthen away from your hands, lengthen down through your heels. And then your eyes come forward, left leg slightly towards the center, right knee bends, and lift the leg back and up. So the right knee is lifting back and up, and then bring the knee out towards the right as high as you can, towards the back as high as you can, towards the right as high as you can, towards the back as high as you can. And then your eyes come forward, right foot comes forward, left knee on the ground. Take one block under either hand. Place your hand on the block, fingers facing forward. Lift your left knee off the ground. And then we're going to move here between straightening the front leg on the exhale, bowing down, and then bending the front knee, chin lifts on the inhale. So move between both postures, the lengthening and the bending of the front leg, and then the lengthening also off the psoas muscle in the back leg as we reach forward and move back. One more time. And then front knee is bent, knee to the ground, back knee to the ground, lift both arms up towards the sky. And then fingertips either back down onto the mat or keep them on the blocks. Back leg comes up towards the front. Bow down deeply. And then with slightly bent knees, find your thoracic spine uncurl here vertebra by vertebra as you come up. Lift your arms up towards the sky. And then both hands together in front of your heart as you come back to center. You just notice now again what's moving inside you without judging it. Fantastic. Now we're going to use our fingertips here to lift up the right knee. So bring your fingertips above the right knee and lift it up energetically as high as you can, eyes are forward. And then step the right leg back. Lift both arms up towards the sky. Arms out shoulder height to the sides. Twist towards the left. Come back towards the center. Both arms up towards the sky. Arms back behind you alongside the body, and this will help you get momentum to lift the right knee up again. Draw it up with your fingertips. Step the right leg back. Arms come back. Arms come up on the inhale. And then out towards the side, directly towards the left. Back up to center. Towards the back, one last time, and then let the momentum of the arms help lift up your knee. And then foot comes back, arms come up, eyes move up, and then twist towards the left. Super. Back to center. And then back knee comes down, hands come down. Lift your left arm up towards the left. Super. And then hands come down, left hand comes down. Straighten the back leg, left leg moves back into plank. And then from here, knees to the ground. Sit back onto your upturned toes. Come forward. And then let your whole body lie down onto the ground. Okay, one little cobra here without the blanket. Elbows in, lifting up on the inhale. You might notice more elasticity in your body now. Come back down. And then from here onto all fours. Curl your toes under and move back into downward facing dog. Eyes come forward. Left leg rises all the way. Left foot comes forward. Bring one block, optional, underneath your left hand and place the block in front of the mat as we lift the right leg up towards the sky. As high as you can, either stay here or lift the right arm up towards the sky and look towards the right. And then come back, hand to the ground, right foot to the ground. Both feet together as one, bend your knees and just let your upper body roll over the bent knees, roll over your thighs, lengthen your neck. And then unfurl the thoracic spine. Begin to slowly straighten your legs. As you come up, arms come up. And then hands together in front of your heart. So you can widen your feet a little bit now before we do the other side. Okay, we're going to use the fingertips to lift the left leg up. And then left leg moves back, arms come back, arms come up. And then arms out shoulder width shoulder height as we move towards the right. Come back to center, open your arms up towards the sky. Keep your arms alongside the body. Use this momentum to lift the left knee up again as high as you can. Step it back, arms come back, arms come up. And then twist over to the right, arms are shoulder height. Okay, one more time. Arms come up, you're facing forward, arms alongside the body. Take the momentum to lift the left knee up. Left foot goes back, arms come back, arms come up, high lunge, and then move the arms and twist towards the right, arms are shoulder height. Come back to center, open up, and then right knee comes down, left leg comes up and back, and then bring the left knee down, sit back into child's pose, allow your head to soften, your neck to soften. Take a couple of deep breaths here. And then from here, draw your arms back, come up onto your knees, curl your toes under, bring your left hand to the left heel, lift your right arm up and reach it all the way over to the left and behind as far as you can, pushing your hips forward. And then when you come back, sit the hips back towards the heels. Switch hands, right hand to the heel, left arm comes up, and then push especially the left side of your pelvis forward. And come back. One time each side. One more time. And let your breath create this movement. Super. And then back. Sit back onto your heels just for a moment. Allow the lower back to lengthen. Notice your breath. Option here is to always sit up onto the toes if that's easier. And then from here, place both hands on the ground. Curl your toes under, move back into downward facing dog. Lengthen your pelvis away from your hands and your heels away from the pelvis. So the highest point is about the navel if you wish. And then eyes come forward, left foot slightly towards the center, right leg rises all the way. Bend the right knee and then just lift the right knee back and up towards the sky, towards the outside, towards the right and up, towards the back and up. One more time, towards the right and up, towards the back and up. And then eyes are forward, right foot comes forward in between your hands. Take a block, place it under the right hand, place the right hand in front of the mat. And then either lift the left leg up towards the sky, left hand can stay down, or you might want to lift the left arm up and look towards the left. Super. Very good. Lift the left leg higher. Strong left leg. Yes. And then gently come back. Both feet together as one. So inside of the feet are touching. Bend your knees deeply as if you were sitting down. Let your upper body rest on your thighs. Roll down completely. Let your head lengthen down. And then pressing through your feet, just roll the upper spine all the way. Arms up by your side, towards the sky, and then both hands together in front of your heart. Okay, so notice possibly now how you're standing. Broad back, very strong legs, like an arrow maybe. Very centered. And then bring your feet out mat width. We're going to sit down into a squat. Very carefully, you can put your heels up on something if that's easier. Bring your elbows to the inside of your knees. Move your weight to the outer edge of the foot that you've just massaged. And you keep the arch of the foot open and free. And then sit back onto the mat. Grasp your shins. You can interlace your fingers if you wish. Take your feet off the ground. Stay here for a moment, balancing on the sacrum. So observe if you move the upper body forward, that the point of balance changes without touching the feet to the ground. So rather than leaning back, see if you can straighten your torso. And then grasp behind the knees and bring your shins parallel to the ground. And now we're going to move the legs towards the right. So you can hug the knees in towards each other and the arms towards the left. And then come back to center and the other way. Okay? And now come back to center and then straighten the legs if you can. Arms go in the opposite direction. Back to center. Straighten your legs. Back to center. One more time each side. Straighten the legs. Super. Back to center. Straighten the legs. Back to center. And then hug your shins in. Keep your feet off the ground still. Lift from the pelvis up through the back body. So notice how your weight shifts. You're moving to the front of the sit bones or towards the front. Super. And then place your feet on the ground. Put them mat width apart. Arms come forward and then gently allow your upper body to roll. So we're rolling the pelvis first. And then we're allowing space for the lumbar spine. And then rolling down the thoracic spine all the way. And when you're down on the mat, push through the back of your head and just lift your shoulders and shoulder blades off the ground and then walk your hands forward, palms are down. So you're creating space and length in the neck, and then release the shoulder blades down, release the shoulders down. So you have the sensation of having a very long neck here. Keep your hands, palms facing down, your feet are mat width apart. And then bring both knees over towards the right. Take your right hand and bring it to the outside of the pelvis on the left. And then just pull the pelvis over towards the right. And then release it. And pull it towards the right and release it. Pull it towards the right and release it. So we're helping the body here to arch, and the left hand helps you to stabilize, left palm on the ground. One more time. At the same time, we're rolling over the hip socket and then come back to center. Take a moment to observe right side and left. You might have to realign your body slightly. And then knees over towards the left, right palm is down on the ground to stabilize, left hand comes to the right hip. And pull the right hip towards the left and then release it. Pull it towards the left and release it. Pull it towards the left and release it. Okay, so 2 more times this pulsating movement here. And then come back to center. Push through the back of your head. Lift the shoulders up. Place the shoulder blades down again. Lift the hips slightly and let them come down centrally. Grab your blanket if you'd like to cover yourself. And otherwise, just straighten your legs. Turn your palms upwards. Close your eyes. And let your whole body relax down into the earth. So all muscles and tendons and your bones, everything that's been active during this practice is allowed to drop down towards the earth. Feel yourself safe and held as your whole body relaxes. From the feet to the crown of your head, and from the crown of the head all the way down towards your feet. And the quiet loyalty of your breath reaching and moving through your own inner landscapes. Going deep into the cells, the ocean within the cells that has a very gentle rhythmic pulse. Knowing that you are held, that you are safe. The whole body relaxed, the physical body, so that the more subtle aspects have space to rearrange, to flow. And to rid the body of any obstructions. So that we may become vessels of this iridescent light we are part of. All the colors of the rainbow inside of us. Each inhale bringing new hope, new life, expansion. And each exhale is a relaxing into the knowing that all will be okay. We are part of something greater. Unable to perceive it, but we know it. We can feel it in our bones, in our cells. And use the sound of the gong to deepen, to drop even deeper, without needing to change where you are. And then very gently deepen your breath. Take a long, long, long and deep inhale, reaching your arms up and back behind you. Interlace your fingers, palms reaching away, toes towards you. Stretch the whole of the back body. Yawn, sigh, make a sound. And then roll over towards one side. And then come into a sitting position. When you're ready, take your time. You're also welcome, of course, to stay in Shavasana if the day isn't quite calling you yet. And then interlace your fingers, Abhaya Hridaya Mudra. Interlace your fingers and place your hands here on your heart. Release your elbows down, your shoulders down. And listen into this, the center of your being. Allow your heart to widen also towards the back. May we have the courage today to live the life that we would love. Postpone our dreams no longer, but do at last what we came here for. And then bow your head down towards your heart, maybe with a sense of gratitude for being alive, for being able to witness life with all its rainbow colors, with the darkness and the light. I thank you very much for coming this morning. And I wish you a beautiful, beautiful day, centered and free at the same time.